everyone, my name is Muhammad Syamil bin Arbain. I am a student from University Tun Abdul Razak and I'm taking a Bachelor of Education program and I already on my 5th semester for starting this year and I taking an English as my major. For today's video, I will be sharing my personal teaching identity, especially my own values, belief, and bias about language learning and how these things may influence my future teaching practice. As a future English teacher, I believe that language learning should be meaningful, engaging, and supportive for all learners. I personally value a classroom where the environment making the student feel comfortable when making mistake because I believe mistakes are actually part of the learning process. Student should not be afraid of speaking English just because they are worried about grammar mistake or pronunciation errors. And also I will share about my one of my personal belief about the language learning. Language learning language learning communication is more important than perfection, especially for beginner learners. Although the grammar is important, do not believe that grammar drilling alone is essential in helping students master a language. In my opinion, grammar should be taught in meaningful context rather through repetitive memorization only. For example, instead of only doing grammar exercise, students should be encouraged to use grammar through speaking, reading, or writing activities that may relate to their real life situation. However, I recognize that I may have a certain bias as a future teacher. For instance, I realize that sometimes I tend to favor outspoken learners because they are more active during classroom discussion and it makes me easier to engage with the students. However, I even understand that the quieter students also have valuable ideas or potential that simply needs more time or confidence to participate. And as a future teacher, I want to become a person who create a equal learning opportunities for both active and quieter learners. And also, I believe that some learners they learn differently. Some students learn better through visual and some through interaction, and other students um, may understand something better through reading or listening. Because of this, I believe teachers should use a variety of teaching approaches to meet students' different learning needs. And in conclusion, my personal teaching identity is shaped by my belief and language learning should be student-centered, meaningful, and inclusive. And I think that's all for me. I may share some of my thought in next video. See you next. Bye.